Hello everyone! The reason to choose this topic for today's video is the very term stress. Undoubtedly, stress has been an integral part of each one of our life. Stress is not just restricted to a group of people but all ages from kids to elders. So, what is stress? Stress is a pressure, tension or worry resulting from problems in one's life. One feels stressed when pressure exceeds one's ability to cope. Stress is charged up internal condition of our body in response to some repulsive external or internal situations. In our day-to-day life, stress could be caused due to external forces like fluctuating climatic conditions, approaching examinations, price hikes, demanding health conditions, a quarrelsome colleague, neighbor or a relative. Internal forces like less self-belief, low energy level, lack of enthusiasm, poor self-image, no self-confidence. Stress can also be positive or negative, phrased as good stress, eustress, example, getting a job or a promotion. Negative stress, distress, example, anxiety produced by an abusive working situation. Sources of stress in modern times. Number 1. Survival stress. It is generated by do or die crisis situations, which might put you under extreme conditions of immediate health disorder. The reason is hormonal secretions like adrenaline or cortisol releases in bloodstream, triggering burst of energy that ignites fight or flight response. Number 2. Internal stress. This kind of stress keep piling up within like worries, frustration and apprehension. This hinders one's or individual's overall performance. It could be the result of your self-imposed worries about things which you hardly have any control. Number 3. Environmental stress. This stress is generated from uncomfortable and unfavorable surrounding situations like noise, crowd, extremely hot or cold climate, continuous rain, impending flood, rising price hikes, old and ailing parent, mischievous colleague or neighbor, a complaining friend, strict boss or a teacher, or a bullying senior. Some of them may be in your control and some beyond. And final, fourth stress, fatigue and overwork related stress. When you are working for a long period of time, the overburden and weakness pushes oneself into stress. Setting up unrealistic goals and working beyond your mental and physical ability, and most often such stress results out of deadlines that are imposed by others or self-imposed. This way, having stress is not an uncommon issue, but how you manage your stress is important. A healthy lifestyle combats stress better. Unfortunately, we cannot remove the cause of stress, but we can deal with it better. Stress is a powerful force that involves awareness, attention, and energy. If managed properly, it empowers you, and if stress takes your control, it distresses you and be harmful not only to body, mind, and soul, but also hinders your self-esteem and confidence. Every individual have their own symptoms of stress. So, it is important to identify the cause of stress and symptoms your body reflect. Below are some easy ways to find out our stress. Number 1. Finding out your signs and symptoms of stress. The working of adrenaline that pumps in our body tenses up our muscles and speeds up our heart, which is not at all good. Learning to respond calmly and deal actively and positively with your stress, whether it is caused by external or internal factors. Number 2. Identifying your physical and mental signs of stress. It is important to identify because it is your first step of learning to deal with stress. It also helps others realize the stress signs while working with your boss, colleagues, or a family member or anyone. We would help them realize that they are feeling stressed. Sometimes we would so get used to stress that we don't even realize we are stressed. Number 3. Finding out what causes stress in you. Personality type plays a major role in reaction to stress. Example, an over-ambitious person gets stressed due to setting up of unrealistic goals, whereas an ambitious person balances aspirations reach realistic goals. Number 4. Find out what are your personal signs of stress. It is quite possible that a sign may tip you off you're under stress. You may start sweating, shivering, biting nails, etc. You cannot insulate from stress in the company of a stressed person or a stressful surrounding. But after identifying what causes stress in you, you can manage it by following some stress management techniques. So, now let us see some stress management techniques. Number 1. Yoga. So for breathing exercises, inhaling deep breath of oxygen refreshes brain and releases tension. Belly, abdominal breathing, lungs and brain, all these parts of the body combat stress and pushes it out of the body. It relaxes your muscles. Number 2. Meditation or prayer. This helps in mindfulness. A daily practice of meditation or prayer brings peace to your mind and helps to stay calm and composed. We see most successful people manage to maintain stress by meditating and praying every day on a regular basis. Number 3. Physical exercise. One common sign of getting stressed is contraction of muscles, which adds up to discomfort with headaches, back pain, muscle pull, high blood pressure, etc. Relaxing your muscles by deep breathing, lying down with closed eyes, or sitting with a firm head support are a few techniques to deal with stress. Number 4. Enjoying going on vacation with family and friends for a holiday. A good vacation helps us to reconnect with ourselves. Enjoying with family and friends gives rest to brain by stopping to think and do whatever makes you relaxed and happy. Even the studies has proved that a regular relaxer is more creative and productive than overdoing counterparts of our own. Number 5. Taking nature walks. Working hard to fulfill your dreams are important, but equally important is your physical and mental needs. Many of us stretch beyond mental and physical ability, giving way to stress. Instead, break working hours by taking 5 to 10 minutes of brief walks after working for 2 continuous hours. Nature walks in parks or greenery reduces stress. Cardiovascular exercises, brisk walking boosts the secretion of endorphins in our body, which is capable of reducing our stress hormones and thereby alleviates our mild depression. It is a mistake to think all stresses are bad. Finally, there is also a good stress. Apparently, like all stresses seems too much to handle emotionally or physically, but does not drain out energy, rather energizes you. Therefore, I conclude stress is undoubtedly an integral part of life, but still we can balance with proper stress management techniques and be happy in our day-to-day life. Thank you all for watching this video.